I don't know, I like them both. I like Hydreigon and Salamence. I think Hydreigon is cool because it's the first Dark Dragon, so that's awesome. And then that statement up there, a wise man once said, the weak will impair the strong, and the strong will control the weak. To a degree. I mean, depends what you think is weak, and who are the strong, and in what circumstance. There's a lot of context that you have to set, a lot of groundwork that you have to realize before you just go stating that, but yeah, in ways that I see how that's true. In total, I think we raised over $800, and I think it was something closer to $1,000 because after Matt was temporarily bankrupt for maybe a few hours because of that douchebag who revoked his payment, after that, people hurriedly donated $200 just to support him. Are we going to go into philosophy? We can go into philosophy. I mean, that's another form of PokeChat, and I love how perhaps maybe a half an hour ago I suggested doing the Zoroark EV training, and everybody was like, wait, I have questions before it's over. I like to play both, comrade. I think that FPS with sticks, I started off unlike many with the Wii, so it's kind of natural for me, the motion controls. But I definitely have much more precision shooting when I'm using sticks, and I like the feeling of the trigger of the Xbox 360 controller. I like both motion controls and sticks. That's pretty cool, being a philosopher that's awesome. I'm not going to mention that guy's name, Blue561, just because it's in the past. It's all been resolved, and through it all, we saw that we know who our real friends are, and it's you guys. It's the viewers who are here today on this live cast, the people who are really involved in the work we do. It's you guys who won't let us fall, even if there are trolls who are trying to fuck with us. Huh, interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know that it means love. So, as far as being a philosopher, I don't like to ask this question normally, just because I don't like the cultural connotation that's been brought upon everybody, the fact that we can only understand each other by what one another does, as far as careers. But does your dad, how does he make money off of philosophizing, I guess is what I'm trying to say, just bluntly. Yep, that's it. Yeah, but that's pretty cool, because, I mean, that would be really my dream, if I could just live off of my ideas. I mean, it's a shot in the dark, but I really see this whole YouTube experience, this Dimension DGZ, which I'm still going to do a lot more videos for. I'm really hyped up. I'm getting my notes together about why I don't believe in the monetary system and all that, so be sure to tune in for that. But I have a feeling with at this progression, eventually I can get to a point where somebody's going to be handing me money for what I say, and that would be ideal. I'm not going to push for it, but I'm just going to let the universe work in the way that it does, and if it comes out right, so be it. But that would be really cool, because I already live a very fiscally limited life, and I do that purposely so my footprint on the world is so minute that it's almost not there, except for the carbon that I exhale and all that sort of thing. But I'm so anal when it comes to that sort of thing. I'm a vegetarian, strictly vegetarian. I've never eaten meat in my life. And all my meals, I mean, I'm a real vegetarian. I'm not one of these fake fucks who prides themselves like, oh, I've been a vegetarian for 5 years. You animal killers. Like, first of all, don't care if you eat meat. That's good. I think you should learn how to kill your food, and I think that once in your life you should find the courage or just find the time to go out and hunt, because you should understand where your food comes from. I garden. I understand where my food comes from. It comes from the ground, and I can get it at a time when I need to. But as far as eating real vegetarian meals, not just this pre-packaged, pre-made, who knows what it is, globule mass that are just a bunch of chemicals anyway, that's not nutrition. That's not eating right. That's not being a true vegetarian for health reasons and just living life to the fullest, because really, my diet allows me to be a lot more energetic. It allows me to get less sleep, I would suppose, than the average person, and be completely fine. You know, I say that I want to get a lot of sleep now, but I want to be responsible, but really, I could go all night without sleeping. So I'm a real vegetarian in that. And I don't even know where I was going with that. Shit. But I think that it's important that we have carnivores or omnivores on this planet, because if it was all vegetarians, I'm very thankful for you guys who are thinning out the populations. Unfortunately, it's not going the way it should be. If you guys watch any Food Inc. or any kind of shocker film like that, I'm going to be doing pieces of it on Dimension DGZ if you haven't. But the way that food is packaged and marketed to people in America, and I can't imagine it being that much better elsewhere, but probably is. Probably a bit better. You know, it's very bold of me to say without being anywhere else but here, so I revoke that statement. But the way that they make meat and the way that it's produced, it's awful. It's not even nutritious for people who eat it. So the things that you normally would get from meat that would be beneficial for you eating it, it's not even there. Yeah, I mean, I think that, hold on. Wait, put it up there. Yeah, it's no secret that the main channel will have the most subs, but who knows? Yeah, but with that other YouTube channel that I made, I don't make that to get a bunch of, I don't make, really what I wanted to do was find the others, find the other people who are outward thinking, and find those who are pondering similar ideas to mine so we could communicate. That's really what that channel's for. Because with the main channel that I have now, it's great, and I love having fun with you guys with video games. And I do too, comrades. But still, there's a lot of other things in my life and a lot of other ideas, many other ideas on my mind, that I want to discuss that don't necessarily pertain to video games. But if I try and mesh that all up together in one YouTube, I'm just going to be mixing up my audiences and no one's going to be happy. Because the people who want more video game things will be, what's with this philosophy bullcrap? I don't need that. You know, I got my guns, God, and religion, or my guns, God, and gravy, and I'm good. Actually, I had a thought. No, I can't even tell you that one because that's save it for the monetary system because that was going along with that. But that'll be a fun video. Yeah, I would like to see the Week 2 update if it's legit, if it's not just rumors. I don't know. I mean, right now I don't want to go and watch a video while I'm doing a live cast. Again, it seems very... yeah, but that seems very, very rude. Yeah, I've been on Honor Roll plenty of times. It's no big thing. No, it doesn't bother me at all that you eat dog. It's another animal. It's another food source. You know, if you look at it like Minecraft, it is like pigs or fish. What is the right source of food for me? What can I get? You know, I don't know the nutritional benefits of eating dog, but I'm sure there are some. And really, you know, it's a dramatized thing. People, Asian people, I guess, eating dogs because, you know, the treatment of animals, farm animals, is just as gruesome. You know, I've seen the videos where the dogs are all crammed into little cages and shit. Horrible, horrible shit that really should be reorganized. I mean, I know it's not going to happen in this current state of affairs, but when decay comes and when things hit the fan and humanity has to reorganize, I would propose that we do it in a different way than this over-cramming and overpopulating and claiming we can feed everybody everywhere and giving this false sense of security. Because if you think about it, I'll let Vlad explain it. Craft comrades. If I was to be delivered every day pork chops at my door, Why would I ever go outside to explore to find more pork? It would not be necessary. I would just sit on my ass and just mine around my house meaninglessly with nothing to do. That is what people do in the current food system. They don't have to think about what they're eating. They never have to think about it. They only have to just pick it up and chomp. They don't ever think 1 second, what am I eating? You know, what kind of chemicals is this? Is this really even food? What kind of nutrition is in here? Bullshit, they don't look at that. They just look at the convenience. They don't want to think. Very interesting phenomenon in one of my stores locally. It's called Wegmans, if anybody's heard of it. Well, this place called Wegmans, they reorganized the food shelves. And I watched something very interesting happen. I am a happy shopper, personally, because, you know, very happy, gonna get more food, gonna make more good food is for me. But I'm a good chef, so it's not a surprise. But other people, very, scowl on fish, same bacon, same toaster strudel, same crap always, because I don't know how to cook. And I know it's not good for me, but it's all I can eat. And so, anyway, Wegmans, these people, naturally they have a scowl, the kind of upper crust people who think they're better than you. They're annoying, but I go there for the good produce. And they rearranged the store, and they had people sitting around who would tell you where things are if you didn't know. I would see about 5, and, you know, if I could keep checking back, but I was only there for a while, just passing by and noticing. I don't stand and watch these people. But the people who would go up to the helpers would attack them. They would attack them. They would get violent, and they would get very vicious and say things like, rearranging my store. You know, everything was good the way it was before. And people are afraid of change, you know? So they don't like the change in the system, but really, deeper than that, they don't like to think about their food. They don't want to have to look for it, even if it means just going to another aisle. Not even going out to the far extent that I'm going to have to grow it, or I'm going to have to hunt it and kill and clean it myself. Not even that. Just the fact that, oh shit, I have to take my fat ass over to another aisle that I don't know about? Fuck, I'm going to get violent at this poor guy here who's only trying to help me. This is bullshit. Interesting question. What is the ugliest Pokemon? Yeah, I agree. Stunfisk. And it's too funny because I don't know if you guys know of a band called Tool. I'm not going to play any of their music here because I don't want to be caught for copyright infringement or anything. But the band Tool has a song called Stinkfist. And if you know what that means, that you know what it means. I'm not going to explain it if you don't. But stinkfisting. Don't look it up on Google, especially without the safe search on. And so whenever I saw that Stunfisk, it always neurally linguistically reprogrammed itself as Stinkfist. But I think it's even uglier than Trubbish. It just looks like some kind of fish that someone stepped on in a marsh, and it got flat-faced, and took the shape of the person's foot that stepped on it. The sports I play, I mentioned it earlier in livecast, but you weren't here maybe then. I like surfing. I pretty much like any sport to play. I don't like any sport to watch. I should make that distinction. I do like watching surfing sometimes because I like to see awesome waves that I can't find on the Jersey Shore, which are many, because most of the time we only get ankle slappers. But I like surfing the most, and it's what I do. I don't even know how to play basketball. I don't like basketball for this reason. When I was in middle school, we were playing basketball just for fun, but I don't know any of the moves, and I don't know how to hit the ball out of somebody's hand, or at the time I didn't, and I haven't really played basketball since then, but I didn't know how to hit the guy's basketball away from him without slapping him, because he's moving all over the place. And keep in mind, this is just middle school kids who don't know what the fuck they're doing, so obviously roughhousing's in order. And I try to get the ball, and I just hit his face accidentally, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do that, but I was just trying to get the ball. So I don't know the rules of basketball. I think it's cool if you like it, but I don't play it. Just not into it.